Your Honor, we're back. And I want this video, I don't know exactly what it's going to be. I feel like sometimes you can see my content can go certain ways. Sorry about my monologues. I don't know what I'll title this video, but I'll figure that out later. Don't worry. I just finished watching Suzume, and it was amazing. I love the music and just the animation style, especially specific parts. I don't know, something about like that director. I think it's director or producer, director. He made 3 movies, all amazing. Your Name, Weathering with You, and Suzume, in that order, respectively. I wasn't expecting so much emotion from. Dang, I really should remember his name. I spent 2 hours watching it. I finished it like an hour or 2 ago. I didn't start recording right away. For a second, I was almost. For a second, I was almost gonna say, what was her name? Suzume. And he was like, oh, spoilers, by the way. I would go watch it. He turns in to the Keystone, and when he says like all the memories start playing. Also, I've seen this movie before, and I'm watching it again, and I don't know why I forgot about that. He turns into the. Did I think I was just in the moment. I wasn't even like, I was like pretending that I forgot about how it ended. And he was like, I want more from life. I want to live more. That part was just so beautiful. Life imitates art, and art imitates life. I'm just kidding. I don't know which way that quote goes. That always kind of confused me, to be honest. That's what I want. I want to live more. You know, another big question I had? Sometimes, like, I mean, mostly when I was in relationships, I mean, it makes sense to feel happy when you're in a relationship. And I don't know what, I'm trying to think of how I can describe it. Just felt so on top of the world, you know? And I was wondering, was it me or was it the girl? Or was it both? You know? But I've kind of come to the conclusion, like, I think it's me. Like, even, like, in my moments when it's just me, you know, I still feel on top of the world. It would be nice to have someone there with me. Not that I need that, but it'd be better, you know? I feel like that's common sense, like you guys could agree. You know, I mean, that's nice, because then it's like, I guess there's a few ways I could have gone. Because then if it's the girl, then it's like you're searching for something specific. I think the person I do find who's gonna be like, you know, the person I'm meant to find, that's gonna be pretty dang amazing. But I feel like in past relationships and even friendships, I feel like no one really understands. I don't know, what word do I use? Like how passionate I am about life? I don't know. I'm looking for that. College is almost over. And yes, I want to plan a road trip. When Suzume goes on a road trip all across Japan, she misses Mount Fuji. Shame. I want that. But like, I want to go with the right person. You know? Someone to talk with, sing with, maybe dance with. My moves ain't all that. When I'm alone, they are. But when it's like atoms, when you observe it, they act differently. Can I find it? Well, I definitely can find it, but can I find it in 6 months is a different question. Speaking of which, I went into Manhattan today and I asked out 5, that was a little too close, 5 women. I know, I know. I'm just kidding. There was definitely a few more I could have asked, but kind of scared of women. A little shy, a little shy. Um, they were nice. Okay, wait. I have to address this. I think they all had boyfriends. They weren't with their boyfriends. Obviously, I wouldn't do that. That's just why. I think they all said they had a boyfriend because none of them said no. There was one girl who was nice, and I kind of changed my approach because like I'm cool at looking for friends. I know it's controversial. Like, oh, can girls be friends with guys? Can yeah. And she was like, so I was like, oh, would you like to go out sometime or maybe like be friends? And she was like, oh, I'm going to meet with my friends right now. It's like, that's not a yes or a no, but it was a no. But I don't get that. Why can't girls and guys be friends? You know, it's not like if you two are alone, like y'all are gonna get freaky or something. You know. I mean, maybe the average guy you can't be, but you also can't generalize. You know, you can never generalize. It's easy sometimes, and it's comforting to generalize. But if you live life like that, you'll miss out on something important. And I'm looking for that something important, so I can't generalize. Because if I did, then what's the point in looking for something I can't find? There you go. And I don't know if I'll be able to find it. I don't know. Just looking for the most out of life. I have goals and stuff and everything I want to do and blah, blah, blah. But living is something different. I just feel like no one gets it. And if there would be anyone to get it, it would be my future wife. Which gives me all the more motivation to find her. But I also have 5 women. I feel like that's a low number. But I didn't put too much pressure on myself. So I kind of like, I wasn't upset that I didn't reach a goal or certain outcomes or yada, yada, yada. Also, all the good ones are taken. That's crazy. Yeah. They all had boyfriends. It's gotta be someone, right? Yeah. I don't know. I like the feelings that some great movies invoke is amazing. I like some of that I feel on a daily basis. And I just wonder if anyone else is like chasing that high, you know? Not just like a casual night, like, oh, go with my friends drinking, yeah, we had a great time. Like something deeper than that. Is someone looking for something that means more than just that? Just like an average thing to do? You know, like Perks of Being a Wallflower. The main character, was his name Charlie? When he says, like, and in that moment, I was infinite. That's what I want. I mean, that's what I have, but I want it more. And I feel like to have that, you need to have someone who's also chasing that. And I've had that recently, I've had that growing up. But I feel like I was the person creating all of it. And I can still do that. That's amazing. I'm not going to stop. How can you chase after something that's so hard to catch? Maybe because it's worth it? So I'll continue to do so. I actually might go, I know. I actually might go out on campus tomorrow. I know, absolutely shocking. I want to go play piano and something I really like. I've played in a while, but I'm pretty sure I remember the keys. Maybe talk to a few girls. Normally try to check, like, to spark conversation with the pianists because, like, you know, you're both pianists. You have something to talk about. Although a lot of people I've seen up there are a lot better than me. Like, why can't, like, you know? Like, I don't get it. And it's kind of crazy because, I don't know. I have so many questions. But it's not all for YouTube either. Maybe I think too much. Maybe I don't think enough. I don't know. One thing that's fascinating to think about is if you were to go back to old relationships, would you feel that same happiness? You know? Or friendships? Or is it like an illusion that once you see it, it's broken? Maybe it was just me, but I don't know. But what's a nicer outcome? Well, I guess I'll really know that feeling when I meet that special person and knows that I will never be able to recreate it the same. But for now, what I am chasing, I'm able to create on my own. I guess that's actually the most beautiful outcome of it all. You know? You know? Does that make sense? Maybe that's too confusing. You know, I don't think I occupy other people's minds, or even people that they know occupy their minds as much as they occupy my mind. I wish I could find it. I figured, like, the one thing that's so hard to understand is why isn't there so many other people looking for this? Or maybe they are in their own way, but I feel like it's not the same as what I'm looking for. Because if you talk to someone, they wouldn't talk like this. So now what? I guess is the next question. Truth is, I don't know. Searching? They say searching is supposed to be like, oh, it's about the journey, not the destination. I think it's both. And especially when your destination is everything you could hope for. Of course you want to get there. Because everything before it won't be the same. Everything after it will be better. Or something of that sort. Anyways, I got some more YouTube videos to upload. Maybe I'll stream. I'm a little tired. I want to sleep comfortably. I feel like I got lower back pain. I'm not even old. Actually, kind of there. What else? I know I shouldn't go biking and it's late. Is it raining? It was snowing before. Oh, and I have to continue the second half of my video. Should I upload it? It was just about basically what I said in this one when I went to Manhattan. Clip it into this one? Be too long. You know what? I'll leave it out. I think. Well, I guess, you know, that's my Saturday thoughts. Hopefully your Saturday is going just as well or better. I don't know. I hope you all having a great night. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe and turn your notifications on because there will be more content. And I'll see you very soon. Yep. All right. Peace.